Good morning, everybody. This is Sylvie Curry, Lady of Q. And today I'm going to be smoking a couple of briskets. And I'm not going to do them competition style. This is a brisket, or two briskets, which are just meant as gifts for some friends of ours. So I've got my smoker set up. And I'm doing a little experimentation just to see how this works. I'm not doing a low and slow, and I'm not going to do a hot and fast. I'm going to do something I'll call something like a moderate type smoke, where I'm going to put these briskets on at 300 degrees in the 22-inch WSM. I'll have one of them on the bottom grate, and that one will be fat cap down, and then I'm going to have the second one on the top grate, and that's going to be fat cap up. I've got my fireboard set, as I said, for 300, and it's now at 296, so we're close. Wood, I have some hickory wood inside here, hickory and hickory and apple. And I also have some royal oak charcoal going in there, some lump charcoal. And spinning around here, I've got my two briskets. And don't laugh at me, because this is not a competition trim. This is just a out of the cryovac, get a lot of the fat off type trim. And I left the point and the flat attached. Butcher did me an injustice. I've got a big slash in part of that flat, but that's okay. As I said, this is not competition. I did rub both of these briskets with cash cow, money, and pepper cow on both sides. I did not inject them. So this is just pure smoke them, get them going. Let me also add, inside of the smoker, I also have a water pan. And so I'm going to get these fixed and organized so I can get them on, and then we'll monitor them throughout the day. I've got them both on. As I mentioned before, the one on the bottom is fat cap down, and the one on the top is fat cap up. Got temperature probe in them, and we'll see what these babies do during the day. I'm almost ready to wrap my briskets. I've got two of them on. One of them is at 152. The other is at about 164. And I have two different wraps I'm going to use. I'm going to use paper on one, and I'm going to use the foil on the other. The one I'm going to use the paper on is the one that I cooked fat cap up, and the one I'm going to use the foil on is the one I cooked fat cap down. I've got some cattle prod, which is like a beef injection mixture from Big Papa Smokers. And I'm going to use that to pour into the wrap. I'm also going to be doing a slight coating with some parquet, actually on both of these briskets. This is a look-see. My brisket that's on top is the one that is at, if I remember correctly, it's the one that's at 165. It's got a really nice spark on it. And it is the one that is fat cap up. The one that's below is still at 152. So I'm going to do the first one. Gorgeous looking bark on that brisket. This is the brisket that was cooked, fat cap down on the bottom. So I'm going to wrap it in the foil, and I'm rotating position, so now the brisket that was fat cap up is now on the bottom grate, and this one's going to go on the top grate. Both briskets are on, and we'll let them go till we reach the correct doneness, and that's when the probe goes in and out like butter. I finished cooking my briskets. I started out with two briskets that were just a little less than 16 pounds each. After trimming, one of them wound up being much smaller than the other. And I can say that I did remove much more fat from this brisket than I did from that one. I cooked one fat cap up and one fat cap down. The one that was cooked fat cap up is the smaller one, and the one that was cooked fat cap down was this one. Because both of these are gifts for a couple of friends, I didn't cut into them, so I just left them whole, but I just wanted to let you all know what the finished product looked like. I did cook these on the 22-inch WSM, and I used both apple wood and hickory wood. And here we have 2 smoked briskets, prime, and they're gifts for friends. I can also add that when I did cook them, both of them were very jiggly. Both of them felt really good, and they looked really good outside the vacuum bag. I apologize for not taking a video of them after I took them out, but it was so late and I just couldn't get to it, so I just made sure that I showed you the finished product now.